I'm Dwayne Laughlin. Once again, welcome to my YouTube channel. This particular presentation is unusual in that it is not a gospel illustration. Our channel is all about gospel magic, but someone recently asked me if I would show how I use this trick in a business or motivational setting. And my first thought was, well, I probably shouldn't put it up on this channel, but then I had a second thought, and that is, in our seminars we continually teach about the need to win the right to be heard. In other words, you need to entertain people. You need to do some fun things to win them over so they're more likely to listen when you get serious. So in my programs I do many things that do not have gospel messages, and that sort of sets the stage, or it really does set the stage, to the time when I do give the gospel message. So I realized it is appropriate on our Gospel Magic channel to do a few things that don't have lessons. So here's how I use this trick. It's called the illusion of one rope. Here's how I use it in a non-gospel setting. I say, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for me to show you an illusion. Look carefully. This is an amazing illusion. It is the illusion of a piece of rope. Astonishing, isn't it? Now, I've had some people say that's not an illusion. It really is a piece of rope. It's just one rope. We know that because it has a middle, two ends, so it's got to be just one rope. And I say that's where you're wrong. For if you look carefully, you'll see this piece of rope does not have two ends. Actually, it has three ends. One is there, one is there, one is there. One time someone saw this and he said, well, then maybe you have two pieces of rope. I said, no. If I have two pieces of rope, well, then it would look like this. See, two pieces of rope would have four ends, and it would look very much like this, but this doesn't look like this because there's only one end over here. And there's another end over here, and an end down there. Crazy, all these ends, and yet it really does look like just one piece of rope. Now while you're pondering that mystery, and I assume that's what you're doing, you're pondering the mystery, I'll show you another illusion, the illusion of tying a knot. Look carefully, there it is, I just tied a knot. Now I've had people say that is not an illusion, and I say you're right, it's not, because I made the illusion of tying a knot when I did not, and they say that's confusing. Is it a knot or is it not? Is this an illusion or is it not? And I say actually what it is something I call knot, knot, knot. Three knots, and that really is a pretty good illusion, is it not? And now, ladies and gentlemen, with the three knots in mind, let me tell you about three things I do not want you to forget. Number one, after our show today, we have a sales table in the back. We have a number of souvenir and gift items that you can take advantage of. We hope you'll do that. Number two, we do not want you to forget we have a DVD that teaches you tricks you can do, how you can become a magician or an illusionist. And number three, we do not want you to forget to sign up on our email list so we can keep you in contact of other events we do that might bring us to your area. And then I would go on from there. So the idea of the trick is you do the fun part, the illusion of one rope, you show the three knots, and then you say, here are three things not to forget. And then whatever it is you do not want them to forget. You might say, do not forget, we are the firm in town that has been in business the longest. Do not forget, we've got this very high rating. Do not forget, if you get something from us in the next month, we will add on this benefit. Whatever it is, you just come up with three things you do not want your clients or your people to forget. And then you, of course, pitch those things after you've done the trick and shown the knots. I often do this trick in our resort show to lead into the pitch, and I tell them, do not forget about the merchandise available after the show. So I've made the merchandise pitch fun. I've entertained them, and I quickly say, we do have magic coloring books, magic sets, whatever other things I do not want them to forget. And then I go back to the rest of the show. So that's it. The illusion of one rope, how I use it with a message about do not forget in a non-gospel message type situation.